Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmak, this is Lobotomy Corporation. In the last episode, we unleashed the most powerful abnormality in the game, T0346. I do actually know what I'm doing though. And our goal today is to try and get everything he has to show us. So there's a few important traits to this guy. One is that... well, that's about great timing. So, the two works that work best for him are attachment and repression. Between the two, Finn actually needs to tune up his repression stat a bit. And as long as they're both 5, they're equal stats. So, I actually came up with... I have an interesting tactic here. White Knight deals about 8 pale damage per hit. Justicia turns that into 0.5. I thought Finn was going to be our team captain, but I think we have to further advance the welfare department to get a team captain. A bit under 0.5 multiplier for pale, but also has the censored claw. This actually gives the Finn a much bigger resistance to the damage that White Knight can throw around. Highest PE box count in the game, but also highest chance of killing an agent. So now that that's underway, we should probably mobilize the rest of our people because White Knight has a secret. It is a very problematic secret. The secret is that he has a real-time timer tied to him. Every 30 seconds or so of game time, he has a chance to just... he drops his Clive-off counter. It's not ideal. White Knight. Just in case I've already said the name, that's what he actually is. I don't feel so bad about sending Finn in for an extra visit because even though it's the deadliest ailef in the game, oh, we could do worse. Yeah, you get a bit antsy around attachment works, don't you? Who do we rely on usually for this? I think it's probably Brown. Oh, okay. The t-shirt isn't that far away. I had a moment where I was worried that it was actually quite the distance. We actually do get quite a bit of wiggle room thanks to censored, so the real risk is if we accidentally push the Clive-off counter too far down. But we're sitting at 3, we'll be fine. Hopefully. You are actually a level 5 agent, Daphne. We've been... slightly overgrinding you, huh? You could probably use a small tweak up on your justice stat. Attachment for you, but I don't see any attachment trainers left over. Whoops. We have to wait for him to... wait. 10 for escape information? That feels like a miscalculation. Finn, get back to work. We can't leave him to his own devices for too long. You can come down here and patrol that corridor then. Always possible all-around helper will decide he wants out and about, but I think we'll be good. It's so nice to not have to worry about Queen of Hatred requiring deaths. I mean, yes, it's nice, Angela, but we're not done yet, are we? Yeah, the scarecrow is out. I mean, look at that, Ashley handled it just fine. You get to work there, and you get back to work here. Is there an unmanned corridor we could send Ara to? Oh wait, actually I don't want you replacing the bow tie. I guess Jake. Punishing Bird is out though. We never did say no to the Punishing Bird. Oh, actually we do have a lot of boxes, we can open those now. Escape information. Actually drains white damage. I feel like that's a safety net to make sure that someone can't just release Blue Star and wait it out. 0.2 resistance to pale damage, 0.5 endured to red, and 0.5 endured to black. Once the Clive reaches 0, White Knight and his disciples shall advent again. White Knight, unlike other abnormalities, will periodically decrease his Clive counter. Frequently check up on White Knight. When the work is good, the Clive-off counter increases, and it heals every employee in the facility. When Clive-off work is normal, it increased with normal probability, and only those in its department were healed. When work result was bad, Clive-off lowered. Every employee stationed in White Knight's department took white damage. That includes clerks. He can and will kill all the clerks with his scream. And that means clerks' right abnormalities will be very upset. Instinct, insight, attachment, repression. As long as you avoid instinct work, you should be fine. Which is why Malkuth's ability to scramble works can make him a bit of a danger. 333p boxes to get the Paradise Lost suit. Just keep an eye on the colors of the flashes and you should be okay. Oh, he's actually moved Yin very far away from Yang. And we triggered first trumpet because we have a lot of HE around now. But the thing is, we have a lot of Aleph equipment around here. You are not Aleph equipment, so maybe you should go somewhere else. Alright, we just have 2 left. How about an ST bullet for Cedric, just in case? I suppose it didn't help that he had pretty low health to start off with. He's just a little bit nervous of the Antichrist, you know? Why do we have less than max energy? Did something go wrong when I wasn't looking? Bad punishing bird. Can you step upstairs for a moment and deal with that stupid scarecrow? Oh hey, you got the glasses from the all-round helper. Cool. One more run, but look at these resistances on this armor. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. Now imagine that in the hands of the welfare team captain and having even more multipliers on it. Then why not throw in the cheat gift from Nothing There as well? It's just very strong. Unfortunately, we have fallen a bit behind on our A-lifts. So we don't have anything for max stat training that well. So then, if you don't care about the weapon, there's an easy way to get White Knight back in his cell. There will be a special work you can perform with one sin that will hit the White Knight. Basically, it's going to instantly kill White Knight, or not instantly, but it deals enough pale damage to absolutely demolish him. It deals exactly 666 damage. You know, the funny numbers. I think once the Crimson Dusk spawn... Crimson Dusk isn't gonna happen, I think. Okay, I would say one more run with White Knight, then we end up the day. I sadly won't be able to afford the equipment, but you understand what it is. He's not so bad provided you have the best pale resistance, the second best pale resistance in the game. But I feel like that just shows how it is that you need two different pairs of Aleph gear from different abnormalities to really safely farm the guy. If I had Judgment Bird, the Justitia gift would have helped out a lot. And as I said earlier, we can also get Nothing There's cheat gift. Increased amount of healing healed from any source by 5% actually means a lot when it's attached to someone that has the Paradise Lost weapon and the Paradise Lost armor. Does it mention the cool thing about his... It doesn't tell us... Yeah, no associated ego weapon is a lie. I heard thy cries, thy heart reached me, Finn, thou hast called me. That was just the yellow work though. We got 2 first trumpets, but we're still fine, right? I need to level up Noah's fortitude a bit, it looks like, just so it stops doing weird stat things. Cedric maxed out Prudence, not maxed out, but reached Prudence level 5, not bad. Genie needs to level up Prudence a touch. Rin got that high level Justice though, that's nice. Would have been nicer to get the Ego gift though. Dream of a Black Swan, Happy Teddy Bear, Blue Star. No, I don't want it. I'll get it another day. But frankly, I'd rather have more Alephs. I really want to show what the extra cool trait of the armor, but I can't do it because I wasn't able to get all his equipment in a single day. And now he's moved over to the disciplinary team. I guess he heard about how many breaches they had over there and he wants to capitalize on it. Brown, you go upstairs, you're in charge of keeping the Scarecrow from escaping. Noah, your job is to go work with Nothing There. I think you actually do have enough fortitude. Wait, no, that's not the safest person to work fortitude with. I guess your job today will be to do a tiny bit of tidy up work with the Big Bird. When I feel like you've got better fortitude, then you can go top it off with Nothing There. Daniel can be on Blue Star. Kryzen can go work with nothing there. River got the hat yesterday, that's nice. It is a long walk from welfare to disciplinary, I'm noticing. Actually, you can go upstairs and work with Letitia today. Oh hey, Anthony picked up the bubble. Right, this is one of the results of White Knight moving all over the place as the Plague Doctor. He moved Firebird up into the control team. Where's my mirror of adjustment? It's down here. Actually, let's do some numbers. We get 35 boxes max out of this guy. You give us 33 works. And you give us 33 works. So yeah, even compared with his Aleph brethren, White Knight produces more EP boxes than anyone. White Knight absorbs all light and sound which surrounds him. If only this sword wasn't so long, you'd have gotten into melee range. You could actually do some attachment work with nothing there, couldn't you? Noah's job is to keep doing fortitude work so we can tidy up that fort stat. Punishing Bird has escaped because of course it has. Chloe, go into this corridor. Please do not hit the bird. You don't have any reason to hit the bird, but I still don't want you to hit the bird. Okay, Genie, if we shuffle your stats around a bit, what do you give us? You give us clowns, is what you give us. Actually, the only thing you need to tidy up is your attachments, that it seems. So we'll go deal with that in a bit. Good, we don't have to worry about White Knight getting involved with something unpleasant. Oh, thank goodness. For a moment I thought, wait, are you about to hit the stupid bird with the hammer? Please don't hit the bird with the hammer, that never ends well. So then here's the question, which corpses is Nicole going to destroy? Both of them, so there's no more panicking the heck out even though the scarecrow is already gone. Oh wow, that's a very nice... That's a very fast drop on that ego gift. That's the first work you've had in this facility. We said you needed your attachments. That's not in. And I definitely wouldn't trust you with nothing there. I guess go up here and work with... Big Bird. I guess we have to find somewhere else for Noah. Huh. I think Noah might be okay for the nothing there. Let me think. 33 times 9 divided by 2 and then multiplied by the source. Maybe not. Maybe we just play it safer than that. Oh right, the bloody scarecrow. Brown, kill it. They just don't care about the scarecrow. He is not a threat. Micah isn't finished. Micah isn't going to be done until she gets that bow tie. She's just going to keep coming back. Back to work. We can have one ego suit. I suppose if I really wanted to speed this up, I could have just sped up off screen or raced ahead and gotten the Bina's department unlocked. That probably would have been the better way to do this. And the bloody scarecrow is back. I think that, okay, maybe I overextended a touch. Red shields for everyone. Okay, where haven't I messed? That one shouldn't be too bad. Okay, any left? Just that one up there. Actually, workday complete. Everyone is still alive. The facility is working just fine. And White Knight is rushing all over the place because he really wants to find somewhere new to frick up. Portrait to Another World. Skin Prophecy, we can change anything. Honestly, this shelter is fine. I'm not sure if there's any tool abnormalities left that I haven't dealt with. Okay, he actually moved to the perfect spot. You moved shelter over to the disciplinary department, you dick! So, as I was saying, pull out the ego list, go to Finn, Paradise Lost weapon, Paradise Lost armor. So as you can see, it's set to 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.3. If we look at the details, if the corresponding abnormality exists in the facility, reduce it to 0.2 in everything. Immune to damage that is 5 or less. When the wielder has the ego weapon equipped, absorb damage that are 10 or lower. My loved ones, do not worry, I have heard your prayers. Have you not yet realized that pain is but a speck to a determined mind? You pray unto me to prove my miracles, that you may believe in me, and that by believing you have life in my name, I shall show you the power. Wielder cannot recover HP or SP from department regeneration. Decrease target's movement speed and reduce wielder's HP and SP on a normal attack. The damage and healing depends on the number of targets. Create a shield that blocks every damage type when performing a special attack. However, special attacks are only activated when a corresponding abnormality is in the facility. Behold, you stood at the door and knocked, and it was opened to you. I come from the end. I am here to stay for but a moment. At the same time, I am the one who kindled the light to face the world. My loved ones, who now eagerly desire the greater gifts, I shall show you the most excellent way. Can I have a look at your details? Okay, so you don't have the wing yet. I guess Ara can take the censored claw back again? You'll be in charge of farming the Aleph gift because I want to show how busted strong this armor combo gets, especially in the hands of the hopefully the welfare team captain. So first of all, we'll just have you visit the Aleph along the way. But where is he gone? Alright. You have all around decent stats, so I'll have you come down and follow up. Mason can come over here to do the Daily Blue Star works. Daniel, I guess, can go wait in that room. It makes you just a touch nervous. You know how it is. I was going to finagle Noah's equipment, wasn't I? Well, darn it. That was a work time of 57, so a little bit hairy, but we aren't in death territory yet. Oh, now I'm getting pestered on Discord. So yeah, this damage is in the range that we'd be deleting it, but it only counts in suppression. Abnormality damage doesn't. And when you get unstable, I'll just send them back right in again. Although your stats aren't quite as good as our welfare captain, we do have to be a bit cautious. Actually, no, you just stay in the main room. So then, you go work with the Scarecrow a second time, see if you can provoke it into doing something incredibly unfortunate. You're going to chase after smart brains instead of scaring away the birds. White Knight is still being worked on. Punishing Bird broke out because of course it did. Now keep in mind, this is a HE abnormality. We don't usually expect them to give us much trouble. But still, the fact that you can just zero all damage and give yourself a shield on top of that, this is basically the only armor set you can safely engage with Bina using. Even Pale Fairy can't do anything to him. Yeah, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. Ara ara. Differentiating libido? What?